Okay, Frank Warren, great to see you as always, sir.
Good to see you, Dave.
And we meet in new circumstances where there's a big announcement that's taking place, Queensberry and DAZN, from April 1st, 2025. It's the future. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for us. We've had over the years, we've done really well with BT that then became TNT. But we see this as evolving our way forward, and that's where we're at. So we've got we've got some great shows coming up on TNT, but then we move on from the 1st of April onto the DAZN platform.
It's huge. It's huge news for fight fans. It's been very warmly received across social media. It's been seen as, wow, so Queensberry are there, Matchroom are there, Golden Boy are there. There's multiple promoters all on the same platform. It's not the sort of thing that fans are used to seeing, Frank.
No, they did it. I mean, it's not, but there was a time when there were on Sky a few promoters working together. But I think this is more innovative in as much that, we are working together. That's happened now, maybe because of Riyadh Season is agency, but we're working together. And Riyadh Season also done a deal with DAZN, as you know. So all the components are there for us, between us, to make some of these really big fights and great fights for the fans to watch.
What drew you to DAZN to go with them instead of any other broadcaster?
Well, in the early days, when Eddie went with them, and obviously we were at BT, we had our sort of banter between the two of us, and I made some comments. But it's changed DAZN. I mean, they've got more and more subscribers. They've booked some real good people on managerial level. When you look at Shay, who's the boss there, he does a brilliant job. Pete Oliver, Ed, they're really, really good TV people, know their business. Mike Ridat's come in from IMG, and we've worked with him in the past, got a lot of respect for him and all of the others. And I've met Solen Blackman quite a few times and had dinners and breakfasts and lunches with him, and he's a great guy, and he's very, very, a really outstanding businessman, great vision, and that between all of them, that sold it for us, and it became a no-brainer at the end of the day. We'll be doing more shows as well than we're doing at the moment, so that's brilliant for us and for our boxers, and we just keep moving forward.
And over the years, Frank, you've worked with a variety of different platforms, always looking to make the most out of your boxers, your stable, and what you can do. ITV, remember Box Nation, the innovation that was Box Nation, Sky before that, Satanta, TNT. It's been a lot, and here we are with DAZN now.
British boxing on ITV. We launched it. We brought it in. There was only 2 TV companies back in those days, and you used to watch fights that come in from America on closed circuit TV live. Leicester Square Theatre or somewhere like that in the early hours of the mornings. And you had to watch all the British and domestic boxing, which was on BBC then, when the cartel ran it. All of that was showed on a 24-hour delay basis. I was responsible and fought with ITV to get live boxing on, and they didn't want to do it because everybody said, if you have live boxing, people won't buy tickets, they won't go, which you all know is a nonsense. So we got the live TV in those, and to get boxing on a regular basis on a Saturday night, because back then the boxing used to be on a Tuesday night and they show it on the Wednesday. So we got the live boxing up and running, both midweek and Saturday nights for the big fights. After this was about 14, 15 years, I went to Sky when Sam Chisholm came in, and he was quite innovative. And we started doing our shows here. Everybody said, that's not going to work. You're taking it to and they only had about 3 million subscribers then. It's not going to work. It won't ever get off the ground. That's the nail in the coffin for boxing. Look at that. Some of the glory years and some of the best years of British boxing, did the first pay-per-view, which enabled us to then get the big shows on in the UK rather than have to go to America. But we done the first pay-per-view shows. I went back to Satanta. Then we went to Satanta. Given their biggest audience they've ever had in boxing, launched their boxing. They had a few problems, nothing to do with boxing. I went from Satanta back to ITV. Went from ITV, we went to we went back again to Sky. Sky were them, they weren't too sure in those days. Barney Francis was there. They weren't too sure what they were doing. They were cutting back. So we did our own thing with Box Nation before its time, but done well. We did well for quite a while. Then obviously done the deal with BT. BT had never had any audience in boxing, nothing whatsoever. And look what we've done with that. We built them into a boxing powerhouse, best heavyweight fights and a group of heavyweights under their umbrella. Some really, really superb fights. And now we're off to our next challenge. And for me, it's the people I mentioned, the way people of the conversations I've had, and George, obviously George, who's our CEO, he's been quite instrumental in this. The conversation, it's literally a no-brainer. Because they're behind this, and they built a big platform up.
The global platform as well.
It's a big platform, global platform, so we'll be looking to expand as well and do shows overseas. So this is a no-brainer for us.
There have been some criticisms, Frank. There are people saying, hey, you used to say X, Y, Z about the zone. What would you say to
Well, I've just told you, it's changed from what it was. Like everything, it's evolved, and I mentioned all the people that are involved. They're good people. They're proper, real good TV people. I'm not saying the other people weren't, but it's evolved, and sitting there and listening and seeing what's going on. I know that what they can add to us and what we can add to them, and I think it's going to be a great partnership. And I'm really looking forward to the challenge and all the challenges we've had over the years with the different broadcasters and the innovations of TV. Where it's been from satellite TV to pay-per-view to, from terrestrial TV to subscription to stream. We've embraced them and we've got on with it, and and I think we've added and added to it and made boxing in a better place. The fighters are doing extremely well out of it. The way they view things and watch things, their habits have changed, and we're moving with the times.
Listen, Frank, no one knows more than you that this sport is about ups and downs. It goes round and it comes back. Suddenly you're on top, then you're not so much on top. How much are you enjoying this period in your career, the Riyadh season involvement, making fights at the top of the sport? Look at that heavyweight division. You've got most of it sewn up, and now a brand new, brilliant broadcast.
Well, we're doing what we're doing best, which is, and remember, when we did Box Nation, that was 13 years ago. But we're doing what we do best, which is finding, nurturing, and developing talent, and promoting. We're very, very, very good at what we're doing, and the proof's in the pudding. Look where we are today. It's like going back to the old days. Some of the old days, I look back at it, and it's as I say, these are really, really exciting times with some really good British talent, some overseas talents. We signed up a few American fighters, so the clue is going to be in that. We signed fighters from other parts of the world, and we're moving forward and are working with people who are very innovative and share the vision that we've got in moving forward. And also, it's a good thing that, for example, that Eddie's there with Matchroom, Golden Boy there. It's going to be easier to make big fights that matter.
So this is good news for fight fans because those big fights suddenly became easier. Is that what we're?
Yeah, because we'll do away with the situation where, where one channel won't want their fighters fighting on other channels.
And this is good news for fighters because
it's good news for fighters because there's going to be lots and lots of work. There's more dates, lots of work, and they'll get a worldwide audience.
Fantastic stuff. But still, it's got some brilliant shows coming up on TNT Sports as well. So
yeah, our contract doesn't end till March, and we've worked with some really good people there. There's been some great people at BT. It's been a pleasure to work with them over the years. We've had a real good time there, and enjoyed every moment of it.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you for your time, Frank, and congratulations. A landmark deal. We go again, Frank.
Mate, off we go again.
For sure.